When you think of British automotive elegance fused with raw performance, one name inevitably rises to the surface: Aston Martin. And within their prestigious lineup, the DB11 stands as a masterpiece that embodies everything the marque has ever strived for: beauty, power, and a grand touring spirit that stretches from the highlands of Scotland to the coastlines of the Amalfi. The Aston Martin DB11 is not just a car. It's an experience, a rolling sculpture, and a statement to the world that performance and sophistication can indeed coexist. From the moment you lay your eyes on the DB11, there's an almost magnetic pull. Its long, sweeping hood, low-slung roofline, and signature Aston Martin grille make it instantly recognizable. The proportions are classic Grand Tourer: wide at the back, muscular at the front, and perfectly poised on the road. But the DB11 isn't just playing on nostalgia. It's a thoroughly modern machine. Every curve, every crease in the bodywork is there for a reason, either to slice through the air with minimal resistance or to channel airflow where it's needed most. It's not just about looking good, though it undeniably does, it's about performance, too. Underneath the DB11's sculpted bonnet lies the heart of a beast. There are two engine options available, and both are extraordinary in their own right. First, there's the 4.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8 engine developed in partnership with Mercedes-AMG. It produces an impressive 503 horsepower and 675 Nm of torque, enough to launch the DB11 from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4 seconds. But for those who want the full Aston Martin experience, there's the DB11 Armour version, which houses a 5.2-liter twin-turbocharged V12 engine, churning out a staggering 630 horsepower and 700 Nm of torque. This allows the DB11 to hit 60 miles per hour in just 3.7 seconds and surge on to a top speed of 208 miles per hour. The V12 doesn't just offer more power, it offers a richer, deeper soundtrack, a reminder that this car isn't just meant to be fast, but to feel alive. The driving dynamics of the DB11 are as refined as you'd expect from a brand steeped in motorsport heritage and luxury craftsmanship. The car is built on Aston Martin's bonded aluminum platform, making it both rigid and lightweight. Adaptive damping in multiple driving modes, GT, Sport, and Sport Plus, allow the DB11 to transform depending on your mood. Want to cruise comfortably through the countryside? Leave it in GT mode and enjoy the plush ride and effortless power delivery. But if you're feeling a bit more adventurous, a flick into Sport Plus mode sharpens the throttle response, stiffens the suspension, and lets that engine really sing. It's the kind of duality that very few cars manage to achieve, a true Jekyll and Hyde character, depending on how you choose to drive it. Step inside, and the cabin of the DB11 cocoons you in luxury. It's a blend of traditional craftsmanship and cutting-edge technology. Hand-stitched leather, real metal accents, and an overall design that whispers opulence rather than shouting it. The dashboard layout is clean and elegant, with a central infotainment screen that, while based on a slightly older Mercedes system, is still intuitive and functional. There's a sense of intimacy in the interior that makes you feel like the car was designed just for you. The seats are both supportive and comfortable, perfect for long-distance journeys, because that's what the DB11 is made for. It's a GT car at heart, built to devour miles in total comfort while still offering spine-tingling performance when you want it. But the DB11 isn't just about luxury and speed, it's about emotion. It's about the feeling you get when you slide behind the wheel, press the start button, and hear the engine roar to life. It's about those quiet moments on an open road, where the car seems to disappear and you feel completely connected to the drive. The DB11 isn't trying to be the fastest car in the world or the most high-tech. It's trying to be something much more difficult, something timeless. It's an analog soul in a digital world, and that's what makes it so special. In terms of practicality, the DB11 offers more than you might expect from a high-performance coupe. There's a usable amount of boot space, enough for a couple of weekend bags or even a set of golf clubs. The rear seats, while best reserved for small children or extra luggage, are a nod to its GT roots. And thanks to the car's long wheelbase, the ride remains composed even over rougher surfaces. It's a car that encourages you to take the scenic route, to get lost on purpose, just so you can spend more time behind the wheel. Fuel efficiency might not be its strongest suit, especially in the V12 variant, but let's be honest, no one buys a DB11 to save on gas. What it offers instead is a purity of experience, a richness of character that makes every journey feel like a special occasion. And that, more than anything, is what makes the DB11 stand out in a sea of performance cars that often sacrifice soul for speed. Aston Martin has always been about more than just building fast cars. It's about heritage, about storytelling, about building machines that evoke emotion. The DB11 is perhaps the purest expression of that philosophy in the modern era. It bridges the gap between the old-world charm of classic Astons and the performance and technology demanded by today's buyers. It's not perfect, no car is, but it's authentic. And in today's world, that counts for a lot. Let's talk about the design again, because it really does deserve another mention. The clamshell hood, the floating roofline, the hidden aerodynamic elements, all come together to create a visual masterpiece. The rear of the car features a subtle ducktail spoiler and slim, wraparound taillights that emphasize its width. The design is both dramatic and restrained, a hallmark of Aston Martin's aesthetic that prioritizes elegance over aggression. It doesn't scream for attention, it earns it, quietly but confidently. Even the smallest details on the DB11 have been obsessively crafted. From the knurled aluminum switchgear to the intricately patterned speaker grills, every element has been designed with a level of care and attention that elevates the entire driving experience. This is not a mass-produced machine, it's a handcrafted statement of intent. In a world dominated by hybrid hypercars and all-electric speed machines, the DB11 stands as a defiant ode to the grand touring ideal. It's not chasing lap times or record-breaking stats. It's offering something far more human. It's offering emotion, craftsmanship, and the kind of tactile feedback that only a finely tuned internal combustion engine can deliver. It's a car for the dreamers, for those who see driving as more than just a way to get from A to B. For Aston Martin, the DB11 represented a new chapter when it was first launched, a car that signaled a rebirth, a resurgence of a brand that has always been loved but often struggled to keep up with the giants of the industry. And it delivered. It gave Aston Martin a platform to evolve, to modernize, without losing the soul that has made it iconic. Whether you choose the thunderous V12 or the more agile V8, what you get is a car that never stops making you feel. And in the end, that's what the DB11 is all about. It's not just a car you drive, it's a car you experience, 1 mile at a time. So, if you ever get the chance to sit behind the wheel of an Aston Martin DB11, take it. Not just for the performance or the luxury, but for what it represents, a reminder that in a world obsessed with the future, there's still a place for something timeless. Let me know if you want a version adapted for voiceover, with pauses and emotion cues added, or if you'd like background music suggestions for the video.